So one last point I'd make is that this is just one of the many modules that we offer as PhD leaders. Another one that I would recommend that fits very well with servant leadership is this concept of culture change, because it's one thing to say, how am I going to be a servant leader? But it's another thing to say, I want to lead a team of servant leaders. I want to build an organization that's focused on servant leadership. And I'm not saying every culture needs to be servant leadership. That might not be what fits best for you. But we are able to help navigate through that concept of how do I change a culture to more in line with my own personal values. So for example, if it were me and I were starting an organization, I would want a servant leadership organization. And so I would engage somebody to say, how do I create that culture in my organization? Okay. All right, summary of the main points we talked about today. We talked what is leadership, what is the navigating to leadership excellence model of leadership. We talked about the history of servant leadership going back to Jesus all the way through Robert Greenleaf and his modern academic definition of servant leadership. We talked about the subfacets of servant leadership by various researchers. We talked about why servant leadership matters. We gave some historical and fun fictional examples of servant leaders, and then some specific practical ways that you can incorporate servant leadership into your daily activities.